so I am expecting better results. Then just gotta shape this. Anyway, move on. This is definitely not right. Good luck, be good, turn into bread. Hello, and welcome back to Aggressively Average, a series where we just try and do our best, because that's all anyone can ever ask of you. And my best apparently accounts for almost 0 views. So if you're watching this, you're one of a very small number of elite people. Go you. Proud of you today. Today we're going to be making bread. I have special bread flour. Okay, so I got this brand for bread and pastry. And apparently that was the reason my croissants didn't work. I think there were many reasons the croissants didn't work, but that was one of the reasons the croissants didn't work. This should work for bread, and I'm going to follow the instructions on the back. I'm following the instructions on the back to such a degree that I bought the same brand, their yeast and bread improver. And this was more expensive than the standard yeast. So I am expecting better results. I've also got my GoPro strapped to my chest in an attempt to get like bird's eye view shots. I saw the guys on Fallow do it and I was like, that's a good idea. I also saw that the guys on Fallow have like a crew of cameramen, which I do not. I actually just had to stop filming to turn those lights on because I forgot that they weren't on. Anyway, I'm gonna need my KitchenAid. Let's see if the GoPro works. 500 grams, 7 grams, which is 1 sachet of this yeast and bread improver. Perfect for bread and pizza. 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Combine. Okay, now I need to make a well in the center and pour in my water. Now it does say to use a wooden spoon to combine, but I'm just gonna use the dough hook. I'm just gonna let this run for like 10, 15 minutes and then come back and hope that we have a dough. So it's coming together. I'm just gonna let that keep doing its thing. At the moment I only have it on, what is that, 2? 1.5, 2? I think we're gonna turn it up. Okay, I'm gonna let this go for like another 10 minutes and then I will show you the results. So interestingly, it's been beating for about 5 minutes and it's almost turned into 3 separate balls of dough. Can you see that? Am I meant to stop it and bring those dough balls back together as one, or will it naturally come back together? Have they had a fight in there? Just shape it into a ball. Oh, is it smooth and elastic? No. Have I been mixing it for over 15 minutes? Yes. Window pane test. It's just ripping. Should I let that mix for longer? See, it's just ripping. Where it should be doing the window pane test, it's just ripping. According to the instructions, I should be done mixing, but it doesn't feel elastic as such. Well, maybe it's almost there. I'm gonna do 5 more minutes in the mixer. Okay, so that's been another 5 minutes. It feels a lot better, hang on. And it's not ripping completely. It's still ripping a bit. There is a bit more of a window coming through. Maybe a few more minutes. I fear this is the best we're going to get. I've never ever been able to get an actual window pane from dough. Well, that's kind of a window pane. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, GoPro, can you see that's kind of a window pane? Light coming through. I think we're gonna stick with this. So that I was actually kneading in there for almost 20 minutes, not 8 to 10 like it said in the box. Lightly greased bowl, cling wrap, loosely placed on top. Now this has to prove for about an hour. It's very difficult to find somewhere warm in Melbourne for things to prove, because despite the lies, it's not always warm in Australia. If you live in Victoria, it's cold. Earlier today, I turned my oven on to the lowest setting, then I turned it off, and it's been off this whole time. So I'm gonna put it in there, because it's still warm in there, but not gonna cook, and I'm gonna put it in there for an hour, and I will see you in about an hour. Woo-hoo-hoo! I think it's proved. But I'm very happy how much that's puffed up. Fantastic. We'll take this off so it doesn't get that skin on it. It's beautiful. I'm going to be using this, lightly grease this. Now I'm supposed to turn it out onto the lightly floured surface and all that crap, but I don't want to clean it all up. So I've got some greaseproof paper and I'm just going to do it on there. Okay. Then just going to shape this into a dough. Lightly knead it again. Don't really know what I'm doing. Feels good though. Feels like a good dough. That's kind of a bread loaf. I'd be happy with that going in the tin. And the other thing is, like, do you have to like knead this together so it doesn't come out all, so like both halves are flour? What's the bottom of bread look like? I don't know what you meant to do with the bottom of bread. Is that okay? Is it not? I genuinely don't know. Is it meant to all be smooth? like that, in which case, how do you get there? So we'll pop this in here. And do I cover it with more cling film? This I'm gonna put back in my proving oven for 30 minutes. Well, I feel like it's safe to say that doubled in size. This might be the most proven dough I've ever made in my entire life. Oh, it does have a film on top. Oh, don't know if it's supposed to have that film. But maybe that makes the crust. I'm gonna score it and make a pretty picture. Okay, I don't really know what I'm thinking in terms of scoring. Usually it doesn't have this crust on it when I make bread or have made bread-like things in the past. So I hope this is okay. Oh, we'll see. It doesn't say to cover it when you do the second proof, but maybe I should have. I'm nervous. Okay, let's just cut in. Do you see what I mean? Like, unless the oven was too hot. Like, that's nice and proven. Okay, you know what? It's gonna be fine. That's not pretty though, is it? Was the oven maybe too hot when it was proving? Anyway, move on. I was gonna score pretty. This is definitely not right. Thinking about Bake Off, this is definitely not right, but hopefully we can still save it. I am slightly worried about these side bits here and here, but hopefully it's fine. Can we do a heart? Can we do a heart? That kind of looks like a heart. Oh, does that look like a heart? Can you see what I am trying to do here? So in theory, you got two hearts, a square for some reason, a square for some reason. And I'm worried about these sides. And now I'm gonna egg wash. Alrighty, now to pop her in the oven. Good luck, be good, turn into bread. And that's gonna cook for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, so we're halfway through the baking time of 25 minutes. Don't know if it will need 30, but is it just me or is the top starting to look very brown? I don't want it to burn, do all this work and then you burn it, because it's still got another 12 minutes to go. Not sure what to do. Feel like opening the oven door is a mistake. Do I cover it with foil if it starts to burn? Or do I just leave it and have burnt bread? That can't be the answer. Might keep an eye on it and maybe put foil on it. We're doing it. We're opening the door. Okay, it's brown, but it's not burnt. Okay, all right. Ooh, it smells good. Smells like bread. I fear the hearts aren't going to quite come out, but maybe that crust... Okay, close the door. It might be fine. We are out of the oven, and it's looking very brown. I don't think it burnt, but I think we're very, very close to burning. I actually do think that crust that was on there is meant to be on there, because that is a nice bread crust. Now I've got to do the hollow check. So I've got to try and get it out of there and tap the bottom. Is it supposed to just easily be removed from here? Because it's not. We're meant to... Yeah, cool. Okay, this is where's the microphone? That's hollow. That's nice and hollow. Okay. Don't touch that with your bare hand. On here. I've made bread. We'll let this completely cool down. Can you see the hearts? Kind of. There's a heart there and a heart there. That one's come out a bit better. I worried about that crust, but I don't think I needed to. Sounds awesome. Okay, let's let this cool down completely. And then all that's left to do is take a bite. Nom nom nom. I'm quite excited to cut this. Let's see what we've got going on. All right. Ooh. Okay, how's the best shot? This is it from the GoPro. Oh, that looks really nice. That looks lovely. That looks like bread. I think that looks really good. I'm really, really happy with that. Okay, look at that. Let's cut it, see what it tastes like. You know what? I think not covering it and getting this beautiful crust here was absolutely the right move. Okay. It's delicious. It's really good. I'm gonna try with just the teeniest amount of butter, a sprinkle of salt. It's delicious. These videos haven't gone well for a while, so I'm not even sure how to end it. Now, I guess it still looks unattractive. Looks are really not my forte. Thank you so much for watching. If you have made it to the end, I really do appreciate it. If you could like, comment, subscribe, but I will see you in the next one. Bye.